What is going down, you guys? This life update. Life has been like a roller coaster of bliss. Like I've been living on another reality, literally. Let's go ahead and dive into it. First of all, how have you guys been? Oh my God, it's been so long since I've seen you guys. Hopefully all of you guys are well. Yes, I look different. My hair, do I have wipe in here? Finally, it's dry. Oh, I do that so I can get a little side action. But back to the curls, you guys. Look how long my hair is. Oh my God, for those of you guys asking, look at it. If I like pull my hair because it's dry right now, when it's wet, this is how long it looks. Oh, wait till I straighten it. It's gonna be wild. Anyways, so yeah, back to the curls. Life has been lifing, you guys, in a good way though. I feel like I literally unplugged for the last 90 days. Sometimes in life we have to do a massive reset, unplug from the outside world, and just live in the present moment and really think of the things that you want to achieve. Think of your goals, dreams, aspirations. Do things that you love to do. Find peace. Build a sanctuary and really just take risks and do things that you've never done before. And that's what I've been doing. If you guys have been, excuse me, DMing me, checking up on me, I appreciate all the phone calls, everything, all of that doesn't go unnoticed, you guys. It's beautiful. So hopefully you guys are doing well. I've just been really happy. Sometimes when you unplug from, social media is so negative and there's all these storylines and psyops and all these crazy things that are playing out, which are calling you to suck your energy in. So what I did was unplug. You may see me do a post and ghost, I might be, once in a blue I'll tap on a story or like somebody's, post if it's on my timeline. But other than that, honey, I feel as if, it's a huge sign in life right now. If you feel the same way as me and life feels so grand, and it's like you don't have any drama, nothing negative is happening, it's just like been flowing for you, I feel like that's a huge sign that you planted some really good seeds. Okay, not to say that you're in a whole detriment because everything is bad in your life right now, but that is a sign that you may have not planted some great seeds for yourself prior. We are in a time where we're towards the end of the year, so this is all the zodiac signs during this time. I call these the dark times, the shadow times that we're in right now. Things are very revealing, especially because we had major retrograde season, you guys, going on. It's kind of like we had to all surrender and transform. So if you didn't allow yourself to transform into this new being that you should be, this could be why you could be facing lots of adversity and challenges and ups and downs, and it just seems like it's just one bad thing after another. It's because, it's kind of like you that saying, kind of reaping what you sow in a sense, right? So it's all coming back. And if you haven't, remove pride and ego and just allow yourself to just, like I said, surrender into this new way of being. It's kind of like, when you first move, right? When you move out of a space and you go into a new space, you've never been there before, you don't have literally you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know the directions. You don't know all the cutways on how to navigate and get through. You don't know anybody, you know what I'm saying? You don't know your neighbors, you don't know the people at your new job. It's all brand new, right? And that's kind of how life has been feeling like for me. So on the flip side, I feel like, if you are going through rough times and it's really been the worst time ever, and, I've had some, a couple of hiccups, but I'm just talking about these last 90 days. So if you feel like you're going through hell and high water, like I said, it could be a sign that you planted, those seeds just weren't so great, okay? Also, it may have been challenging for some to really step outside of their comfort zone. I feel like it's very important for everyone to recognize, yes, there's some things that are uncontrollable. Yes, there's some things that are, but I feel like your reaction and response in life means everything. So however you however you react and respond to certain things that were happening in your life, it's now all taking form and it's shaping. You should be in that, and you could be in that bubble per se, right? So I feel as if we should all be in our favorable character with our toolbox, backpack, and like ready to just go ham, turkey, and cheddar on whatever your favorite character is right now. You know what I mean? It should be a favorable character that you created as far as through all of your growing and healing. And you should be thriving right now. You should literally be thriving. Now, everything is perspective, right? Some people don't believe that they're thriving because they might not have their dream home or dream car or whatever. Trust me, I still have a vision that I'm upholding, but sometimes those visions can be altered, changed. I could take things out, put things in place of things, and as you just grow and you just elevate, that tends to happen. So I always say, yes, I have this vision. Yeah, I could be working towards X, Y, and Z. And that's what keeps me going. That's what brings in the ambition and the motivation, right? However, the more you just stay present and the more you just like are in real life living and doing and taking action, oh my God, it just feels so much better. It just feels so much better. I love it here. I'm not going to say it's peaches, rainbows, and popsicle sticks either, because, you know, when you're activating in your North Node energy, which is things that you've never done before, which we all should be doing on this school of Earth, right? When you're doing things you've never done and you're taking calculated risks and you're, you know, accepting these challenges and you're walking through the fire, it's just so much easier to just go through it, get over it, and then just keep going. And that's what it's been like for me. So if there is a hiccup or if there was some type of fear or doubt, I had to kick fear or doubt out of the way and then just go ham, turkey, and cheese and just like really figure it out. And then boom, I crossed the bridge, right? I walked through it. You know, I'm still alive, I'm still breathing, you know, so I'm not saying that everything's been so perfect, but I have been feeling like I'm in an alternate universe and it feels like unconditional love. That's all I have to say. And, you know, like I said earlier, this is like the shadow season right now during this time, like when it turns Libra, Scorpio, now we're in Sag energy, and then it goes Capricorn, Aquarius, right? So it's like this is where, like I said, that other side should be coming out. Now, everyone is always thriving for light or just to be happy. You can't always 100%, like you have to have duality, right? There's always going to be negative with the positive, the light and the dark. It's all going to be commingling. It's just all about how you know when to utilize your shadow side or that dark side that's being put in your face. So those are those things that you could be facing, right? You could be seeing these things, or these could be the reflections that come to you. These could be the situations that you're putting yourself in, you know what I mean? Like, or that could be put in front of you. So I feel like this new shift of consciousness that we've been in, woo, it's like, it's major. It's a whole new shift, you guys. So, you know, I hope you guys are all expanding in a positive way, living more in the present, really honing in on, it should be very black and white, what you're working towards, what your why is, where you're going, what you want to achieve, how you want to get there. Well, not necessarily how, but let's say you have a vehicle, you know what I mean, on how to navigate where you're trying to go. Man, for a year now, you know, it's been a different life. Things just kind of happened and things have been being put in place, and it's just been so woo woo woo. And now I feel like it's going like I'm on this bullet train. Like I just hopped on this train and I've just been going. So social media has been not so, like I just really just unplugged from it for a minute. Sometimes we have to do that. We're so entrapped in these boxes and these phones and electronics, and now you have this virtual reality shit coming out. You have AI that's been out forever, but they're just enhancing and everything is AI enhanced. And now you can take pictures with phones and move your face. Like, I'm like, what the hell is Android coming out with? At least Google Plus phones is crazy, right? So you know, I hope you guys know that it's all about enjoying the journey. It's like, who would you rather have a headache with? Because you're gonna get one. Right? So, you know, as you guys watch me through the years on social media, you guys have seen, like, I've been marketing since 2017, and I was so available to the world. You know, you don't know who's watching you, who's looking, who's just being nosy, who's lurking, who's hating, who's congratulating you, who's supporting you. Like, a lot of times you don't know any of these things, and being so available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, you name it, Spill, all these other apps too that have been coming out. Or Twitter's now what, X? I don't know. I was always available. And also too, I was also available spiritually speaking, like giving spiritual guidance on my other channel. If you guys don't watch that channel, Vixen After Dark. I stopped up, I think the last upload was like the 29th, and before that, it was like it was like another long time too. So sometimes when you are so available, it's like people kind of take advantage of, you know, it's like, you know, that whole, you could be so kind and so loving and just want to help. But I feel like when you're on a mission, you can call it God's mission, whatever, you know, you subscribe to as knowing there's a higher power, right? And I just feel like I just been on this mission. And I've been on, I feel like I just been on this mission. So I had to pump the brakes and like not be so available and just really take time for me and get rooted and tooted and stay grounded and just really thrive and really push and really be and just be. Sometimes we have to just be. So I took this season, right, to stay in the present, to really just focus. There's so many distractions out here in the world. Oh my God, we can go down a whole list of distractions, right? So there's so many distractions, you know, and I just took time to release and surrender, you know, and that's why I'm making this video, so that you guys can be encouraged to do the same thing. For once, you know, because I'm always online, I'm always posting, I'm always this and that. Now it's like I'm just posting like in the moment if I feel like it, whatever I got going on, and I don't even think about it, and I just do it and I ghost. Post and ghost, kind of a jam, because I am the face of my company, my business, and things of that nature. So it's kind of like that's a piece of me, it's a part of me, but sometimes you have to completely unplug. And kind of get situated again. Like, how did I want to come back? How did I want to, you know, rebranding and everything. Like, all that matters when you're a marketer or a content creator. You guys probably get this thing, or you see this happening. That's why even when you go to the grocery store, you know, your favorite soda pop or whatever you eat rebrands their labels, and it's the same thing. It's like you got to go with what's happening in a sense, but still be your own individual and be unique at the same token. That way you're not like everybody else. You know what I mean? Not like cookie cutter. So it takes a lot. So a lot of ego deaths, a lot of reconciliations of self, a lot of growth, tons of healing. I feel like healing is a never ending thing. Shadow work. Still do shadow work, guys. I still do shadow work. You know, I even recommend people having like therapists and things of that nature, counselors, you know, just finding a way to replenish your soul is so key and so important, especially this day and age of, you know, towards the end of this year, it's coming up, like I say April is really the end of the year, but during this season is when you start to see a lot of deaths and a lot of things being revealed, like truths being revealed and things of that nature. So just try and find ways to replenish your soul by doing things that actually matter to you. So that's where I've been. So whether that's in nature, whether that's hiking, whether that's at the beach, by the water somewhere, going to different cities, you know, whatever I needed to do, anything. There's thousands of ways on how to meditate, and I've been doing pretty much, I feel like I've been on a spiritual retreat for the last 90 days. And I've been getting out of my comfort zone almost every single day. I kid you not. There's always something that makes me so uncomfortable to where it's that feeling you want to cringe. And that's where I say I've been activating my North Node. We have to do things that scare us or that puts us in fear or that gives us that doubt. We have to just put ourselves in it. You know, this is why people probably have bucket lists. Like, this is a list that I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that, whatever it is, you know, that allows you to eliminate all of that because you're taking the action to do it. And be like, oh, that wasn't so bad, or oh, why was I scared the whole time? That was like easy, you know? So, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, utilizing discernment within everything that you do. You know, crossing your T's, dotting on your I's, still, you know, keeping your head on a swivel kind of a vibe, trusting your own intuition, definitely key. And, you know, listening to your gut and your heart and just going after whatever it is that makes you feel so good. And that's where I've been. So I'm so far away from any low vibing frequencies. Like, I'm like, huh? When people bring up stuff to me, I'm like, wait, what? No, I didn't hear that. Nope. What's happening? What? I'm like, huh? They're like, you don't. I'm like, nope. And I'm like, I'm not in that world. It's weird. I know it sounds crazy. It's crazy how you can live in a world with like what 7-8 billion people, but different realities. It really is a thing. So I just feel like that just doesn't exist in my world anymore. Now here's where it can get tricky, because once you notice that you're out of that reality, right? Now you'll start to see yourself on how you can create drama or the way that you think. It's like, it's so clear. It's like you end up seeing like, oh, okay, so it's my own thoughts, or it's things that I'm just making up or creating that can drive me crazy, or that I can overanalyze and overthink. This is where you can really see these things happening and playing out in real time. That's what's been happening. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. Why did I think like that? Like, stuff like that. And this is live. This is real life. Real deal holy pill. I'm coming out to you guys. So North Node activation in real time. If you guys don't know what the North Node is, you can go watch my other channel. It's really just downloading your natal chart, and, you know, your North Node is what we're supposed to be doing. Your South Node energy is where you're comfortable. So we tend to be habitats or creatures of habit, and we just go with what's comfortable to us. And whenever you stay in that comfort zone, you don't allow yourself to break free from the shackles on your feet, okay? And the handcuffs on your arms. Like, you really just, if you keep staying comfortable, you won't be able to expand or grow or evolve or to see how far you can take something or how far you can go. Like, really shooting for the goddamn moon, stars, and quasars, okay? Seriously. So, you know, my inner child has been running loose. Like, my inner child has been loving me, like, I don't know what, like, just doing whatever, and it feels so good. It just feels freeing. And to be around people that are on the same frequency as you. You start to attract those people. They start coming to you, and it just, boop, let me drop this person, boop, 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 boop. It's just been happening. And so automatically removing negative energy or people is they remove themselves is what it is. And it's very contagious when you just paving your own path, staying in your own lane and doing your own thing. Then this is where you can start to see, oh, are they showing me love? Or are they really being genuine right now? Or are they're just gonna leave me alone? Or are they gonna cause drama? Are they jealous, envious? You can start to really see those black and white things. You can see how people move. So clear. So it's been feeling really good. Now, sometimes when we branch off of, you know, our norm and what we think we're supposed to be doing, it's like, you never know. Life always changes, right? It's like, you got to try new things. Like I said, we should all be activating this new character, be living in it, be going towards whatever it is that we're trying to, you know, achieve and things of that nature. You know, figuring out what else can you do? What else can you do in this life to build, to create, you know, a legacy? You know, what else can you get into? You know how people say, oh, you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none? I think that's bullshit, because I feel like we're here to try everything or do everything or see how far we can go. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I'm like, that's whatever, when people say that. So recently I made a huge change as far as in my career. I am now licensed life and health financial advisor. So I've been helping so many families. I live on Zoom and I can, be anywhere, go anywhere, do this wherever. I also recently bought an office, so I can be in my office if I want to, but I haven't been there. I've been traveling a lot. And so I just kind of grab my phone or my iPad or whatever, laptop, and just do Zoom calls and talk to people over Zoom, or through email or text message or phone call. It's so easy that we live in this digital world now where you can really work remotely. You can work from home. You can work in an office. People have a lot of hybrid positions going on. But for me, being licensed in the state of California and now in Arkansas, I can also, do business there as well, based on my clientele. I have people, in New York, where else? Oh my God, I can't even think of the list right now. But yeah, Florida, it's just a lot. And it's so cool to be able to do that, I'm in the search for time freedom during this stage of my life right now. So that's why I'm doing this video for you guys, because now that I'm able to actually not only help people on the spiritual side of things on my other channel, now I'm I'm gonna bring it to this channel and just bring it to the world here. I can also now, I'm licensed to help you with your financial planning for your future. Not only just for you, for your family, if you have kids, spouses, things of that nature. It's really important because I feel like money is the number one reason why a lot of friendships, business partnerships, or whatever just split up, because or why a lot of people do the things that they do in the world. Manipulation or doing conniving things or strange things for a piece of change, okay? Because they don't have the freedom to just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy that, or I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And so if I can give these gems and pass them down, I've done my job. I gave you the information, it's up to you. It's like you can bring the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it. So I'm giving you the gems. It's just kind of up to you. What are you going to do with it? Instead of being like a complaining Cassie or a pessimistic Paul, or a negative Nancy and complaining through life, or, doing things you don't want to do to make money. Like some people don't want to have a full-time job. They want to run their own businesses. And that's what I do. I have my own business, I have so many options too. So being a broker, you have access to so many different carriers. I can put you with this carrier, that carrier, whatever you want to do. However it's going to work for you as far as your financial goals. Some people don't have money for an emergency fund. What if, part two happens of what? Some people don't even have $1,000. Some people don't even have a savings for their kids. They don't have life insurance policies for their children, They don't have a backup plan. They're not putting money towards anything like, let's say later on when they're ready to move out or go to college, boom, they've got 6 figures just waiting for them. They could fund a business. They can just put that towards whatever they want and it's tax free. So how would that make you feel knowing that they're secured, instead of putting money into $200 pair of Jordans or going to your latest movie or going out? How many times do you go out to eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner in a month? How many times do you, buy unnecessary shit you don't need from Amazon or Temu? It happens all the time. And a lot of people don't realize where their money's going. So it's like, how many times you go to Starbucks or Dutch Bros to get a coffee? You could be stuffing a policy that can actually build that generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? To fund whatever it is you need. So I help people become debt free, thinking of a financial plan for them, helping their kids out, right? College funds, just really managing your assets and things of that nature. You have to be over 18. You got to be coachable. You got to be teachable. You got to want this for yourself. If you want to live a life where you wake up, no alarm clock life, and work a couple of hours throughout the week, you could literally make $1,000 an hour and more. Trust me. People are making bank. This is better than real estate. Okay? better than real estate, because real estate, it's like you're literally having to find a person, right? And you got to sell them the home, and then you got to find the buyer, and then it's like all these things, and then boom, once that's done, that's it. And then you got to do it all over again. With this is like residual income. This is also passive income coming in for you as well. And also you're protected and secured, you know what I'm saying, as far as what vehicle you put your money in. Now, you can check out my Instagram. I have another Instagram. I rebranded that, LadyT333, and also my other TikTok, LadyT333. So I put information on there. You guys can also access me by booking an appointment if you want to know more about that and the details. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritties on here, but that's what I do. You know, let's say, for example, you have a 401k, you know, a lot of people don't know it. That ends up being like a 201k, because Uncle Sam done took half the money out, whatever you trying to take out, and you end up with pretty much 40% of whatever money you were dumping into this 401k. So it's educational like that, you know. Financial literacy is definitely key. It's something that people don't even like to talk about. It's very unspoken, especially in my community. It's like people don't want to learn it, or when they find out about it, they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that. You know, it's just all about having the education and knowing, okay, what are my next steps? How do I secure myself and also protect myself? So it's not only just getting a policy to protect yourself if something happens to somebody like you or a family member or a loved one, you know, in that aspect, but it's also helping you grow on the back end. It's kind of like having your own bank in a sense, if you want to look at it like that. So whatever I can do to assist you in that arena, let me know. And if you know maybe somebody else that might need help, pass on the information, you know? So I'm just trying to help as many families as possible, not only just spiritually, mentally, emotionally, but now financially, okay? Because we all kind of need that. So life should be fun as hell. Life shouldn't be stressful. We're not supposed to be working 14-hour days, doing the same thing every single day, and then just like not enjoying life. Like, you should be able to go where you want, do what you want, have what you want, and have money not be an issue. If you can, how would it feel if money wasn't an issue for you? And some people don't even know that feeling. So you can't say you wouldn't know, but how would it feel though? Not to worry about that. I swear you would be less stressed, you would be more happy, you wouldn't even care a dime about what's going on in the world, like in that aspect, and being so tuned into your phone or comparing or just, you know what I mean? Like, we would have more positive energy flow in the world because we would have access to more options. So don't hold yourself back, because you deserve more, okay? And you can't be afraid of how other people view you or see you, okay? So anyways, that's it, guys. I just don't want anyone's life to be stressful or depressing. So come holla at Lady T. If you need some help in that department, and I'm licensed, so this is serious. This ain't no, this is like for real deal Holyfield. I will get fined or go to jail if I mess with anybody's personal information. So yeah, so that's my business portion. If you're in my area in California, you can come meet me at my office, or we can hop on a Zoom for that aspect. But I just want to give you guys a life update. I'm so happy right now. Life is, it just gets better and better. I'm just in a better space, and I'm only going to go harder from here. So watch me on my other channel, because I will be doing the astro updates over there. But over here, I'll try and just update you guys on what's going on. I'll probably bring more educational pieces and things of that nature, maybe some seminars, or just, letting you know what's going on. I'll probably do some quick minute clips. It might be a 30-minute, 20-minute, you never know. So just tune in, stay tuned in, tap and turn on, you guys. Don't be afraid to comment down below, or hit me on Instagram DM, TikTok DM. I say Instagram DM is better, but you guys know where to find me. So make sure you smash the subscribe button, click the bell, that way you're notified every time I drop a video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.